You guys are going to be full gear on air. We're going to stick Randy in the corner. We're going to go before it.
Nobody puts Randy in the corner.
We make no promises.
What do you do with it when you find him is up to you. Basically, we're going to take the charge hose line up the stairs. You're going to enter the room, do a left-hand search. Basically, it means keep the person on the nozzle, keep the left hand on the wall. People behind him are going to help through the hose. We're going to search around the room. The second, third person will have tools. Use them to sweep the floor and try to find. It's going to be smoked out up there. As you see some of the blocks being down here.
So we have a calendar.
They'll let you know. It's dark out up there. Before, so you won't be able to see very much without your mask on, so it'll be difficult to communicate with each other. You get a sense of what it's like trying to work in a fire situation. If for some reason you're not liking the mask or anything, you can watch it really breathable up there. You can take your face piece off. If you don't want to wear it, that's fine. You gotta get if you want to figure it out. Once we find Randy,
I'm not in trouble, but somebody that you don't like might.
Coming?
You can probably hold off for just a second.
How close do I stay to her?
you want to stay on arm length away.
You want to basically be right here.
You want to be able to touch your shoulder.
Only keep my left hand on the wall, right?
Yep.
And you never leave the nozzle going up. If you start to pull and it gets tight, you'll turn around and be like, hey, I need more line. And then elbow it so like the ends. Then bring it across. But you're always going to stay up.
See, I'm here to be your extra witness that you did not put anything heavy on your back.
All right. Go in here.
Go on air.
When you get repeated support.
Yeah.
All right. Up and away.
The imager, so at least comes through the imaging camera.
Yep. in a while, stop and listen. Okay, keep going. You hear the door?
That's Randy right there.
You're on the other side of the door.
You gonna leave them?
Alright, are you okay? Can you walk?
Sure, I can walk.
Alright, you come back with us?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright,
All right, so what you're gonna do is drop the hose line, and you're gonna turn and follow it all the way out. Use your hands and feel it, and go right back the way you came.
You okay with it?
it doesn't matter.
I'd be fine.
Sorry, Bob.
Stretch my knees. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll let you wait.
In my fire. I could take anything else.
And when we're done, we'll take a look at these gauges, and we'll show you just how much air we breathe.
You look funny without glasses.
I feel funny without glasses.
I can wear my glasses under the mask
You can?
because of these.
Yeah.
Yours are.
You hear that half gun shot going on? Wiggle a little bit.
Jay, they're all set.
What's up, sis? Wiggle. When you get to the top, we're gonna crawl.
Just go back in the corner. And up through the... Find the door and go through the door. There you go.
We get right in and crawl, okay?
Yeah, underneath you can. Or at least down low there.
Or at least, yeah. Keep going.
As long as you're on the hose right.
Okay, good. If you're on the wall, the hole, you're good. Yep, keep going. You guys are doing good. And now you're looking for windows and doors. You're going to stay low, always feeling on the left side. As soon as you feel the door, you want to go in that area and check it out. Water's coming again.
Water's coming.
Yep. So you feel the door? Yep. Stay low and going right to that room. Let your partner know there's a door, you're going in. Okay? Do the same.
Guys, take a moment, stop and listen.
Yeah, you want to go on the line's right below you.
Igor's in here.
Then you can go in if you want.
All right. Drag him out. We're not going to make you do that today. So right now, we're going to turn around this hose line and follow the hose line out. Leave the hose line right where it is. We're going to crawl back.
Normally you follow that hose line right back out, okay?
How we doing? Good. You follow it right out. Okay, rescue Andy. Watch your head right there.
That door you're on.
Okay, Rev, you're at the top of the stairs now, so what you're going to do is you're going to sit down on your butt. You're
You want to go down the stairs, one step at a time, feeling with your feet first, and then you're compromising. Turned out and collapsed. They're all out here? So you want to
Yes,
slide
they're all
down
out.
and check.
Do you need this?
Go and check on the bread.
Stop it. Stop it.
Wow. See how that works for you. But leave my shoes on? Yeah, you can, yeah, your shoes should slip right through that.
Okay, I can't ever be a firefighter. It takes me too long to get done.
You have 1 minute.
Are you
That's
serious?
the standard, is 1 minute to get.
1 minute to get all this done?
The whole thing, yeah. And that includes your SCBA, that demonstration we had.
It took you a minute. You have guys in the truck saying, "Let's go!"
You don't have trouble with me. I know that's why I read all those books.
So we're going to CPR, it's going to be in the back room back here.
Yeah, I just want to see if this, I just want to make sure this. Cool, you're all set.
It's heavy though, huh? Material-wise?
The gear with hands?
A lot of weight in these.
Yeah.
You have a coat? I got
I didn't get a coat yet. Oh,
All right.
tools.
oh wow, look at all kinds of points.
How was it?
Fun.
Good.
Yeah.
You might swim in that.
You guys, are you going to the station? You see where you're at?
I guess, yeah.
Pretty good, huh? Get something a size smaller?
Maybe. I can't tell if it's just the
Yeah,
it's bulky.
Well, you got all the stuff hanging off. You don't have to be walking around with it.
This is a non-outfit.
Yeah, it's a little bit later already. Yeah, these have just got the clips. This is older gear.
I think
So
this
you
should be standard.
every call you put this on.
Fire calls, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ambulance call?
Box, no.
No.
No, the guys on the ambulance calls are just,
One like a mobile
regular
vehicle.
street gear.
Any other trucks going out? You're putting this on before you even get on the truck, right?
Exactly. Or now with the 4-door cabs, we can get dressed as we're going to the call. What a lot of guys will do, they'll put the pants on, put that up, hop in the truck, and then they'll finish getting dressed on the way to the call.
Oh, God, yeah, we did.
But yeah, I mean, we gotta get off the
Then
truck
I'd be
ready
like
to
the
go. I
chief
mean,
with
it's,
full helmet,
you know, it's
whatever.
part of the job. I mean, during the summertime, if it gets real hot and humid, we'll allow them to dress down a little bit, and we'll.
It won't match.
I'm a large, so.
Yeah, that is just a ratchet system. You can
Okay.
spin that.
Right, tighten. So start on the big side. And then tighten it down.
Yeah. It's not righty, righty.
It moves a little bit, but that feels all right.
You don't want it too tight either.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Is that too tight?
No, that's good.
Pair of gloves.
That's probably okay.
Pair of gloves.
Neat.
Okay, I'm fine.
I know they're gonna. Yeah.
Building's looking good.
We're going to car fire. I think.
Oh, all business.
Yeah, they had one fire.
Very good.
Still doing a lot?
Yeah. This is the first weekend we shut
So I
down.
take it like when you
probably
guys are getting dressed, you don't meet each other. Oh,
A lot of military still?
Sorry, we practice.
Research and development and stuff.
Hello.
You see this?
How about automobile industry stuff?
We picked up
Yep.
one Camaro that
Yeah.
just now.
So the people
Yes,
that
right, right.
auto execution will go to
Yeah.
search and rescue.
You look good as a firefighter.
No, auto extrication will come down to the search and
Right
rescue.
now, I feel like I'm about 50 pounds overweight.
Yeah, and then the car fire will go to the extrication.
So business is
CPR
good.
is
Yes, it
headed
is.
up.
I've been talking with
Yeah.
about
Yep.
coming down some night.
Okay, thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
And she said some night, if you're free, maybe the three of us go down there.
Anyone want to work
Split the money, how we did it. Anytime you might be interested.
Take on when you that whole discussion.
Now this is a shot for the paper.
unfortunate issue. I really sometimes helmet. I think they're like communication issue.
Those things are, we can take.
Some of us have the same problem.
I know, can you believe, I wore the helmet once and look what happened. Got it right off the top.
Am I gonna be shiny after?
What happens is the football.
That's a little better.
You need tools? My pockets are full.
You would get it, but the others would.
Yeah. The city doesn't function that way. Politics in general don't function that way,
They're
right?
trying to run like a business.
Yeah, exactly. Lean and mean.
Lean and mean. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
That was about 30 years ago.
Where
Where do you guys just come from? Ambulance.
Stay in the helmet.
Not, yeah, we get that out of the way. So
This is warm, huh?
Yeah.
And we're not even in a fire.
we're not even outside.
Oh, you will be one shortly.
You guys need water?
I'm all set.
I'd like to take one with me if I could.
Yeah, so this, I
Got no
don't want
pocket.
the extra weight.
You got enough pocket.
Right in no pocket.
Right in your pants pocket. Right on the side.
Right.
You want to get up to your line? All right, we'll try. Okay, this is the car fire station, okay? What you're gonna do, what you're not going to do is have an SCBA on, which we always do. Okay, breathing apparatus, you normally get off the truck with that on. You fold,
How much that way?
well, we'll let you feel it right now. You tell me. Okay?
I'm gonna put it on. I want, after they did, I just want to feel it. I don't want to use it. I just want to feel what it.
Well, you're gonna have it on later. Oh, you already did, didn't you?
No.
So
We're gonna put out, yeah, we keep the invoice.
Okay.
So we will, but I just want to.
I'll put it on the truck, right? In this scenario, though, you won't be wearing it, okay? But normally you would in a car fire.
Oh, you got the,
That just shows.
There's straps down on each side.
It's like backpacking.
Feel
You're
it in
supposed to
here.
have
You don't
it
have
so
to. You don't have to.
your weight is in your shoulders. Okay, so normally you're wearing that in a car fire because of some of the things we talked about going off in the fire. In this scenario, these two gentlemen are going to bring you in. One person's going to have the can line and the nozzle. You're going to have the propane fire first to the back of the vehicle, which is simulating a house fire extending into the car fire. You hit that fire first, put that out, and you go in, there'll be a fire inside the car. You put that out, the second person will have an overhaul that shows what you have to do, make sure the fire's out, mixing it up, making sure the fire's out. Always approach the car on an angle. Reason being, some of the cars at one time had some pistons and stuff like that can get hot, could pop, blow the bumpers off, take you out from these if you go. Either don't ever approach from the front, don't ever approach from the rear. Always from the south. Guys, anything?
What about tank blowing off? Gas tank. Is that a real possibility? Do you have to?
I've 25 years, I've never seen I've seen some big car fires fully involved. I never saw a gas tank. blow
Gas
up.
is so rich that if you took a match, now don't do this. It's
You
so
wouldn't light
rich
it.
that, yeah, you threw a lighter or you threw that flame into that gas tank, it's not going to explode.
Now,
The vapors are what burns.
Some of the new cars have these polycarbonate tanks. Is there a possibility they burn through or something like that? Or there's a hole in the gas tank that burns through and the gas spills out and ignites? That's a real possibility. As far as an explosion goes, slim to none. But you could have a massive release of gas that can melt.
You'll get the tire to blow. And you'll be thinking the whole thing's going. Yeah, those are exciting.
I know there's the jaws of life thing in terms of the batteries, but you got these hybrids, right? They're loaded with these gigantic batteries.
Right.
That's a whole different ballgame. Yeah. Huge voltage, fire. The fire's got to be an issue with that burning.
That's all new classes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about electric cars and water?
Propane, fire vehicles on natural gas.
Yeah.
Like the bus that run the bridge in Woodland last week and took out the tanks on top of the back of the building. Those two cylinders on top of the truck, on top of the bus are as long as this truck. Wow. So they're carrying a considerable amount of propane. The other thing they're having out there now is you've got ethanol coming on board. There's going to be more and more ethanol. The problem with that is we can't muster enough foam in this whole county to put out a fire in a tank. So it's going to burn. All right?
It's a higher burn than gasoline? Like,
It has a different extinguishing method. Okay? A lot of ABC would be nice, but you just can't put that much in one place. So it's got to be kind of a control and let burn type situation. That's one of the new things in the market. Fire service, I teach at the academy on a regular basis. Fire academy, fire service is still learning how we're gonna act. We're gonna school for this. Actually, how we're gonna truly fight this fire. Right now, it's in the infant stage, so it's a new monster out there that we had not witnessed before. So that's gonna happen. Now you've got
District foam tanker.
for ethanol?
So that's one of the things it's one of the other issues that's out there.
How they even trucking that stuff around? Ethanol. I mean, I know they mix it with gasoline, but if they're doing pure ethanol, but they're trucking it around, right?
Yes.
Biodiesel is not regulated. You can make it in your house, burn it in your vehicle, not even take it back to your truck, and you will never know it's there. That's another one that's out there. And the other one is people have propane cylinders and do not understand that. Like you put it back to your pickup truck and you ride around town, this thing decides to leak, it's going to leak. It's going to convert it to 2,000 degrees when it's hot. Right? They had a fire in California with McDonald's. The tank blew after the outage. So you just gotta know what's coming. I retired a few years ago. I still play with this stuff from time to time because I'm in the constructor business. They're facing things I had never seen before. Going to the end. I had a class yesterday. I said,
Okay, where you go? On this one, now remember, the SCBA, when it weighed, the hose line, once it's fully charged, is going to weigh some pounds too. Plus, it's going to be pressure. They're going to be fighting against you. All right, so this is going to bring you in, they'll instruct you how to move forward into it. All right, that all the okay, who's going to be in the who's going to have the time?
Did I tell you about the drill at the hospital the other day? No. You talked to that boy? Yes. It was 4 hours.
Really?
I figured he was going to tell you, that's why I didn't tell you.
No, I
I got stuff coming up in the fall.
Okay.
So what's the scene here?
First class selfie.
Cars on fire.
Yeah, that's these guys are
We know when you want to work.
Okay, all right. Grab a hold of that line. Now you gotta remember. Now you gotta grab on. There's really tight. Pressure on the line, right? What you don't want to do is open and shut this real quick. Okay? Because this is gonna push it back. Open slow. Guys forward. Okay? Now, this whole frog grab on with when you rotate it. It's gonna change the pattern. It's gonna open up into a wide fog or a narrow straight. What you want. When you're going at this, you're gonna want it at a fog. Okay? Turn it all the way this way. Turn all the way this way. Turn back this way. Somewhere in the middle. What you're doing is you're going to take the pressure that's coming into you, you're backing her up as well. So the hose line is actually, when it goes back like this, you stop the pressure back. So open that up nice and slow. Long door. I know. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm trying to pay attention to you. You got it up. You got the batting up. As soon as we go out of it. I don't want to get there. Now, like you said, you want to come in an angle, right? I'm ready. Ready for water. Say, charge the line.
Is that the pipe guy?
No, that's the pipe guy. Don't pipe the water. Your pipe is too. Right? Never give nothing out. Never ever. Even if it's Greg, how do you do it? You got one there? Yeah. I'm out, right? You be out. Ready? All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. Ready? Charge the line.
Charge the line.
There you go. Open it all the way. Let's go. One step at a time. Yep. Walk right in. Nice jacket. All right. Not everybody has this good. Hopefully has one of their backyard. See?
We're gonna bring the hose back to where it was, so somebody else can have it. The best couple minutes. About 2 minute mark. I got about another 30 seconds to go. I'm burning. That's it.
I'm impressed though, Chuck. You haven't even melted the plastic yet.
I know, it's amazing. That's why I asked him if it was real fire.
Yeah, it's got straw inside it. It's a sack of plastic.
Yeah. It's really sad. You're going to be the third guy on the line. So you're back.
I would rather have an A-side. So, just kind of preference. Yeah. And what you're going to do, she has that knot, right? And she opens it up. It's going to be a little back. You're doing it back. So she would have that nozzle. And I'd have my shoulder right into her like this.
I got it.
Leaning this way, so if she comes back, she's not going to. Now think about which side are you more dominant, your right or your left? Your right. So you're gonna want to be. I'm righty. That's where I have it. So now you remember the right for the nozzle, right?
The line.
Alright, so you're gonna.
Now remember, it's going to kick back. You just have to drag the line behind you.
Nice and smooth, right? Not quick, but nice and smooth. And then this is going to adjust your path. Along the way out, it's going to be a nice straight stream, like if you were coming from far away. We're not. We're going to go back to like a medium car. Not going to all the way. Right? So now he's going to like, when he likes it, you're going to need water. You would tell your pump operator, charge the line. Yeah. Want to give them a little so they can just feel it? They got to set the pattern. Right up, get the towel wet. Open it up a little bit more.
Am I supposed to back?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was running away. You feel that? How the pressure?
It'll be a little bit more pressure. So if you feel like you're going to start losing it, just hold the line. Don't worry, I had your back.
You're fun.
Yep. What you have is you're taking the
Push the line forward.
Oh, yeah.
Charge line.
Never give up that nozzle.
Right there, you just got to overhaul the car.
This is the one that we left. We have to make one in the back. We had a long way to go. We needed more water because the fire's going really good. 2.5. And when you times that, there's obviously more water flowing. If you were on it alone, you'd be going back. You definitely need some action. 2.5 is fine. I'm thinking.
Right, this is an inch and
Plus it's heavy to move. That's how you're moving
The
back.
one that's feeding the truck, we can run with a nozzle.
Right.
It's a weird sensation.
You want a 31-year-old fire? I'll give you your old fire. I'll make you a fire right now.
Now we'll go back.
Like I said, that's an 8 3/4. This is 2. Big weight difference, big everything. A lot bigger of a hose, a lot bigger kick.
Never heard of say go big or go home? That's it right there.
All right, so it's your turn on the nozzle. Roll the back up. Yep, you're right behind it.
He's a big guy, but you still didn't want your shoulder right into the back. Leaning right into it. If anything, it's just the security of
Like this.
somebody right behind you. Nice smooth motion back, so you set it on.
Tell me to watch out.
Good stance, so that way
I gotta be careful not to, if I would have hit her,
Flares up.
See that stick?
Go back up.
It's coming back at you.
If it flares up, you just back away so you can open it up. Looks like it's up, right? Okay, right. Hey, Billy.
All right. Yeah, it does. It has a weird smell. That's already. It sucks. All right, you guys want to stand back?
You want to face Dave?
Yep. These plastics are going to fly. Yeah. Face it towards the trees. So, you throw, or you you guys? Oh, yeah. Thanks. Go on in. Okay. You guys are going to want to block your ears, too.
this will show the durability of the hydraulics too.
Yeah. I'm supposed to say fire in the hole, but my finger got
Right, your finger got twitchy?
finger got twitchy.
You got a twitchy finger?
I meant to say fire in the hole. Now you see that plastic go flying? Just imagine that going up in your face. In your face, you have the car. See that?
Yes, that's definitely YouTubeable.
Yeah. We get a lot of calls saying that the car's on fire and someone's strapped in.
Now, let's deploy at 200 miles an hour in your face.
Right, so you see what we've had to go through to get someone out of a vehicle. There was only 3 of you. Plus, Tom here, had parked inside the car. Anyway, so you've got to realize that we respond to a car accident, or, like I said, we're responding with the rescue, the deputies showing up, the engine company showing up, and the ladder showing up. Now, all the people are on those vehicles. You've got 6 or 7 people. You need them to set up. Everybody knows their job beforehand. Everybody's grabbing the cribbing, the stretcher, the backboard, everything's being put in place. So as soon as we can get inside that vehicle, we can stabilize the patient and start working on the car to get them out.
You can think of all the different jobs from a simple car wreck as well. So you're pulling up on scene and checking, are there power lines down? Is there fuel there? How many victims do I have? Did any get ejected? Are there little kids under the car? I've got to set the cribbing, pull the jaws, mitigate the airbag hazards that are in the car. Oh, and by the way, if those deploy on you, you know what they used to use in those? Sodium azide. It was in rocket fuel. That's what's potentially hitting you in the face.
So you get an older car with it.
So it's
Yeah, those older cars would be up to 300 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Versus the newer ones at 200 miles an hour.
there's a million things to think about. It's not just a two-man job.
Right, and then one of the things that you want to do too is, you notice, before we break any glass or cut any glass, we cover the patient with a sheet or a blanket. As we tell them beforehand, every step we do, we're telling them beforehand so that they don't get more nervous or anxious and want to try and get out of there. The first thing we don't want is to have to do more damage to their spine. So every procedure we do, if we're going to say, all right, we're going to cut the window, we're going to break the glass next to you, we're going to do this and that, the noise and everything else is what you're expecting. You know, even if they're unconscious, you still want to talk to them because they still can hear you. You know? You know, that's our main thing is safety and patient care.
And not to mention, after an accident like that, a lot of times you may have something more severe than a person sitting there comfortably. So in other words, family members in precarious positions next to them, missing appendages, things like that. So it's not always rosy.
Right, and if the patient is conscious and alert, one of the first things you ask them, are you the only one in the vehicle? Was there anybody in here with you? Yeah, I had my baby strapped in the back.
Well, there's no baby in the back
There's no
seat.
baby there. One of the things you're going to do too at an accident scene, especially if it was a rollover, and it's sitting up like this or even on its side, you're going to look underneath the car, see if there's somebody underneath it. They got ejected, tossed in the air, and then the car rolled back down on top of them or over them.
Or every kid with an iPod nowadays listening to the loudest music on the planet doesn't know there's somebody about to run them over. So
I mean, it's a scene assessment as you're pulling up a lot of times. You know, sizing it up and everything. That's what you want to do.
One last thing on the airbags. Airbags are designed not to deploy from 0 to 8 miles an hour. They're designed to deploy anywhere from 10 to 12 and beyond. The older 90 cars are actually higher. They don't go up to 14 miles an hour on the 1990 cars. For 2000 and above,
Sometimes they won't deploy at all. The bumper was never hit, but the sensors in the bumper.
Sensors in the bumper.
There's usually two sensors.
Right.
Two sensors, both sensors have to hit at the same time. They're like pendulums, best way to describe it. Both sensors have to hit at the exact same time. You hit one and the other, they won't go off. It's all safety features built in.
And cars now are designed to accordion. The whole front of the car. We call the A-pillar. It's right where the windshield is. That's the A-pillar. So they're designed to accordion from the bumper to the A-pillar, and then from the rear bumper to the rear tire. They're made to take up the shock. Everything's plastic. It's not like your old 88 Delta, you know, where it was all steel and you had a 20 mile.
Up in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? Well, grab some water and relax for a few minutes. Yeah, I'll take your coat off. Get some play around the ground.
Thank you. You guys head over
What do you think? Now, good. Nice and hot. Yes. One yet? Well, I want to get the whole thing. Feel the big experience. All right. Like I said, I was saying, that's an inch and 3/4. This is the 2.5. All right. That's a 2.5 with a fog style, like you just had, or a 2.5 with a straight streak. Okay. And there's no water in there. Pick this one up. That's full of water. So this on there connects to that. For a really big fire. Did you see 5th Street when it was going good? Yeah. I sat outside of 5th Street in the street with a 2.5 like this, and it wasn't even making a dent. That's how big that was going.
So the difference, the inch and 3/4, you're looking at about 175, 150, 175 gallons a minute. Here you're looking at about 250 gallons a minute. A lot more weight, So it takes a lot more manpower to maneuver it. As you can see, dragging the line to the car. If that would have been a 2.5, it would have been twice as much work.
Now, if you're, let's say you're doing a forest fire, how much line are you going to have laid out? Where you're up, you know, a remote sort of scenario.
Depends on how big.
200 feet, 100 feet?
Depends on how big.
1,000 feet?
500,000.
500,000?
How deep? Smaller.
How deep you're in?
Diameter.
You'll go smaller.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot smaller. A little bit bigger than a garden hose.
Oh, for that type of thing. Yeah. But if you were going to a fire, this one, you probably have 100, 200 feet out of this size?
Yeah.
Unlock relays like that.
So that's another thing when we do the size up when we get off the truck. But kind of look at how far we got to go. You know, am I going to reach it with this line, or am I going to have to go to the back to the big one?
And then you got a number of lines, right? But how many can you run of those different line sizes?
Depends on how much water you have. Depends on the hydrant, on the water main.
Because each one of these flows 250 gallons a minute.
And you have to size up what the hydrant.
There he goes.
You'll know as soon as you open it up. They already went there. Gets water to your truck.
Let's see the pressure.
They're gonna do it right now. All groups have gone through the fire?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
That's where you have the static pressure that's coming from the hydrant. Right? It's pump pressure. And then as it starts to use lines, the different lines come off. As a drop comes, you can tell. Then you get down to zero pressure. You don't want to ever get down to zero.
Right.
Then you cut up in the negative when you do captation. So it all depends.
This line starts getting soft on you. And you pull more water up than you get.
Then you So a lot of times it looks like the pump operator just standing around doing nothing. He's got a lot of responsibility.
You would think coming off of West Street was going to be a big main.
Is that for the exception? I mean, is it pretty consistent, pretty good everywhere? You know, you get pockets there and there?
Yes, dead end, if you're on the far end of it.
It's not a big problem.
No.
You mostly have the water you need. Now, what do you carry on a truck that carries on water?
They have tanks inside the truck.
Yeah, how much is that?
Every truck is different. So that's 500.
Gallons?
Right.
Which
250 gallons a minute.
4 minutes.
It's gone. It's water. Right. You got a 500-gallon tank for 4 minutes. You got it.
So that's first thing you do. Maybe you run out, you burn your 500 gallons up.
Usually we start by running off
You're
tank
hoping
water.
engine-
Second
you're hoping
two
the
engine
second
will
two
come in,
engine
pick up the hydrant, and bring you a hydrant line. Hopefully you haven't run out of
You'll
water.
drop the line at the hydrant.
Right.
That guy was
And the second
right
end,
away
right,
with
with your tank. Yeah. And then the second engine coming in is doing the hydrant, hooking up your hydrant line to it.
And a lot depends on
You're hoping it's within what you got. It's within that 3 or 4 minutes.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's because it's going to take, you're not flowing right away. You know, we got to get off the truck. We've got to grab the line and we've got to get it stretched out right now. We got to, mascot, make our way. We like to get as close as we can before we charge it. A lot easier to move the dry, charge, and then we go for the water. So you don't have that time there. Helping out.
And originally at the scene, you're usually really working.
Oh, we like to
We wash them, hang them, dry.
just to make sure they're full. And then we mark the tag.
Yeah, they get hose tested every year. Yeah.
You guys need any water? We have one. I have one over there.
Water over there on the deck. Here and now we got break.